Alright, so it's Saturday. It's like 12:30. I started. I had to go to the gym, wash the car, did all that stuff. So got all that stuff out the way. Now I can work all day. Last Saturday was busy. Last night wasn't too bad. I made like $219, but it did kind of die off later on. I was going to try to work later, but at the same time, I've been up since 6 o'clock. So 12 o'clock rolls around. I've been up for a while, a little bit tired. So that kind of, makes an issue when you're trying to do something. That's why I literally, if I start, I try to be able to just work so it doesn't get too late. Because if I've been up so early, yeah, I could not work till 5 o'clock, but I'm going to be tired because I've been up since 6. So might as well just work throughout the day. It's been a little bit busier. For some reason at nighttime ain't been that busy. Or at least in the areas. I'm trying to figure out which areas are good. So get some airport trips, Premier trips, some XL trips, whatever. It should be a good day. Should make some money. So see what happens. So get out, make sure it's clean. Still got that water every day. I don't know why it floods like that, but at least I can get in the vehicle. I might have to park over there. But so I worked till about 11 last night, but I've been up since 6. Get up like that every day. It just died off. I had got good rides, which I'm grateful for. Even those good rides, if it slows down like that, it was great. But they had an EDM concert. They got it at night too. The only problem is most of those people aren't going to order X. They might order XL, but they're not going to order Premier. Probably not going to order Comfort. They're just going to order regular X, Uber X, because they're going to a concert. They're not trying to spend money. So, I tried to go over there, but going over there wasn't really getting any rides. I forgot the keys. But besides that, today I'm gonna hit the gym and then start early. Should be busier because working too late sometimes don't do that good, but last Saturday was good, so should be good. I don't need much more and I'm good, so slowly getting it figured out. So I'm on the way to the gym, but unfortunately, the gym that was close to me is actually closed, so I've got to go a little bit farther. Only good thing about it is I can hit the car wash that I hit yesterday. I can go back by there. So I got the car wash again. Luckily, they got a Love right over here. That's why I got 2 different car washes. Even though it's a little bit more expensive, as I travel, it kind of helps. I know Love's got them most places in Georgia, some other places. So that makes a difference. The only reason why I kept them instead of just keeping water, since I'm gonna be down here for a while. But I got Waters and Love car wash. Gotta do it every day. Gotta make sure. Almost didn't do it yesterday because it looked clean. And then when I looked at it at a gas station, I was like, nah, I just can't do it. It drives me nuts. But besides that, it's time to go to work. Time to make some money. So I'm gonna take a shower, done the gym, everything else good to go. But it's definitely tiring, and it's definitely harder than I thought, but you know what? Nothing's going to stop me. I'm going to do this one way or the other. And you know what? Sometimes things change a little bit, but I'm good at adapting. So one thing I've learned is I can adapt pretty easily, but if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. It might not always be the exact way I planned it, but it can be done. I'm going to do it, and just got to work either harder or smarter or both, or a little bit lucky at the same time. It doesn't matter as long as I get it done. But hey, get an energy drink, go and take a shower, and then it's time to go catch some airport run. You went in a good area when you see a Lamborghini Urus at the gas station. You see a Ferrari at the red light, and then you see a Bentley, and then something else, and it's just like, yep, there's a lot of money in this area. So now I got Premier on, but I'm gonna head down south to Florida on this road. Try to stay on this side because I don't want to pick up people from the beach necessarily and get sand in the car. I have to clean it out. And 2, might be more trips over here going to the airport or something. So I'll just kind of see where it takes me, work my way down, try to get some Premier rides, some XL rides. I might throw Comfort back on there, but I got it off for a second just to kind of see if I could snag those more expensive rides, kind of be a little bit more patient. So I got one, $8.99. I ain't that far, but being patient does pay off. I'm gonna start trying to be a little bit more patient, pace myself, just leave Premier on, see if I can't snag just that, and Comfort, or not Comfort, but XL. So I had that lady, I dropped it off, but she had stuff from the store. She had like 4 or 5 bags. So as soon as I picked her up and leaving, it's giving me an XL ride. Well, I had to pause it. It wasn't really because I was trying to catch a surge or anything. It was more because I didn't want to be rushed trying to help her out, because she was a little older. She's got like 3 or 4 bags. Got to kind of help her, so didn't want to be distracted, because even if I didn't accept that ride, another one start popping up. So I just paused it. And then worst comes to worst, I end up in a surge zone, and it's a win-win situation. So it wasn't like it was like some crazy, oh, it's a $200 ride and I got to take that. So it was only like another $8 XL ride. It was only like a mile or so. So either they'll order it again or I'll get a better ride. But sometimes it pays not to be too, if you know you're going to have to help somebody, it's just easier to pause it. And, you know, you catch surge or something. But when you're doing the higher tier, you don't necessarily got to do it. I don't get offers that crazy unless I got comfort on, and then that's not always true either. So I'm gonna put my seatbelt on and do a U-turn. I think I don't know where I'm at. Let me get you some view of those boats over there. Then you got the buildings, huge buildings. You got all these dropped her off, so it's a nice little area. Give you a little bit of view. I ain't got nobody in the car. Some more houses. Now this area is right here, Hollandale Beach. So it's a nice little area. You got some nice jet skis and stuff. I actually used to sell some jet skis, and I believe those are some older models, except for that one. I think that's a, I can't remember. They're fun though. The Sea-Doos, they're pretty good, but no money in selling jet skis. Only certain people made money. If I ain't making money, I'm gone. That's how I am. Beautiful house. All right, so I just stopped real quick, because I was gonna eat at Moe's, and then I seen this other place. I think it's Taco Rico. That place is actually really good. I love tacos, but I had to get something to eat for. I wasn't really getting anything. Now I keep working my way down towards like Brickell and all that. See if I can't make some money. Because I've been out there at Sunny Isles. Sunny Isles isn't really that busy. South Beach, more Uber Black. Not gonna get anything except for XL or Comfort. And then I've worked over there north of Sunny Isles, but not really getting too much. I don't want to be right by the beach and then people have sand, so I'm going to go more inland, maybe towards Coral Gables. I had good rides out there last night. Maybe that'd be a good spot. Try something different. I mean, I've done Aventura, I've done all that, so I'm going to try something a little different. I got Premier on. I'm going to see if I can't actually do that and catch more Premier XL rides than trying to do Comfort also. So let's get another view of some of Miami. Like, this is just kind of like the regular Miami, not necessarily the flashy South Beach. We're going over the bridge or the downtown skyline or whatever you want to say. It's more just, hey, this is US 1 and 123rd Street, 121st Street. So kind of give you a little view of what some of the other Miami looks like. Traffic's not too bad today because it's a Saturday. Still waiting on some rides, but I only got Premier on. I got Premier and XL, so I'm literally going to be patient, and that's what I'm going to try. Somebody else told me, hey, person I know in West Palm, he's like, look, just leave Premier on, sit, just be patient. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be more patient and wait for those type of rides. But now I'm not in West Palm, though. I am in Miami, so, but that strategy works somewhere else, should work down here. So try it out. Worst comes to worst, well, turn Comfort on. It's not the end of the world. But hey, I'll make some money. I gotta learn a little bit of patience, because when you're doing this level, it's gonna be a lot of patience. I'll be honest with you, sometimes I don't have patience. I'm a very impatient person. I have patience, but some things I don't have patience. So it's kind of weird, but it's hard to explain. But I'm gonna try to be a little patient today. It is Saturday, so if I don't get too busy, I can just work later. It's just whatever. So we'll see what happens. So I did an XL ride. It was like $18.49, and then I did a Premier ride, which was $8.99. So wasn't too bad. I'm at $27.48. So we'll see what happens. So I tried to give y'all the view the other night. I don't know if you can see Miami that far, but you got all this over here. I don't know if you can see it way over there, but you got all these nice little houses. See, I could see it, but I probably have to zoom in and make sure I zoom in, because it's like a really good view right here. And you got, I think that's Lauderdale. That's definitely a downtown Miami, but I'm not 100% sure. You can see it on the other thing, but now I gotta see these people come flying over here. That's the only problem about getting out of here is flying over here. It's these people. But you got all the boats, stuff like that. You got the city, and you got, I'm going over towards the island. I got it. But you got the city way over there. Then you got over here. And you got the houses way over there. And you got Miami. And then all this beautiful view. So for once, since I can't, this is going over to Bay Harbor right there. But you got all these wonderful little houses and boats over there too. You got all that stuff. I'm gonna have to zoom in on this one because you can't really see it unless I zoom in. But you got the golf course over there, and then I got an XL ride, and I'm gonna take it because it's really not that far. You got that beautiful house over there, and it probably is a match, so they're probably not gonna give it to me. But you never know. If I don't get it, oh well. We'll get a little bit more sightseeing if I don't get it. Nope, I didn't get it. All requests taken. Now let me reiterate that. So I just got another XL ride. The lady's real nice. Live right around the corner, but I'm at the shops, like the harbor shops. I think it's Ball Harbor shops. 20 minutes. First 20 minutes is free, so that's good when you drop people off. Dropped her off, got right back out of there. Kind of confusing, but it's a nice mall because if it's got valet, I mean Mall Millennium Orlando valet, so they got valet. It's probably an expensive mall because no cheap mall is going to have valet. It's just not going to do it. And then every car that pulls in here is literally Mercedes. Like, Mercedes is like the Honda of Miami. It's like the most regular, normal car besides a Tesla that you're going to see in Miami is a Mercedes. I think I've seen more Mercedes than I've seen BMW. But, yeah. So, I'm back on the island. I guess I'm going to try out the island a little bit more. Work my way around. Got it. So that last ride was $37.04. So it wasn't too bad. That one is that was a premier ride all the way from Ball Harbor to Brickell, to the Brickell, like where Saks Fifth Avenue is. I forget what it's, like a mall or something. But yeah, pretty much did that. But Brickell, I feel for some reason, I think it's kind of like South Beach. It's like Uber Black territory, to where you can't, not going to get any premier rides because I'm not Uber Black. So I sat there for about 25 minutes. I went live on TikTok and get no rides. So I left. I'm coming over here to Coral Gables. I know University of Miami's over here. I don't really care about that. It's more, I'm going to try it out and see if I get some premier rides over there. Because you know what? Honestly, when I was in Tampa, I had a lot of University of Tampa people ordering premier rides. So it actually might be the same thing at UM. So I don't know. I don't know where the campus is or how close. I just know there's some restaurant stuff. I'm going to try it out. It's a different little area because I've been working the same areas. Certain areas are good. Certain areas are not. Then it slows down and it doesn't. So I'm just trying to find that little sweet spot. So if I do find it, then when I come back, I might stay in that spot, know where to work. But at the same time, as long as I'm making some money, I mean, shoot, what am I at? Like $70, $75? That's not bad. 5 trips. Those premier rides really come in handy when they're good like that, when they're decent long trips, when they're not just 2 miles and, $9. So let's get a good view of Miami traffic. Look at that. All these cars, and then you got Miami in the background. You got all this traffic, and you got Miami in the background. So we get a good view of Miami. Still at $74. I'm heading back to Brickell. I knew was kind of a bust. Coral Gables, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to where I kind of know. If I end up at Coral Gables tonight, I'll do it. But got all those wonderful buildings, city, all that. But going to the beach, actually I need to get off right here at US 1 so I can go north. That's probably the smartest thing to do. Got all these buildings. Bam! Look at all that It's not a bad view. Nice little skyline. So we're gonna get off here at Biscayne Boulevard and I'm gonna cut over to US 1. But got all that. So let me go make some money. So I wasn't getting any requests. So I turned Uber on. I got a ride to the Fort Lauderdale airport. Now I took it. It's like 19 miles, $17. So it's not $1 a mile, but going to the airport. Then I turned Uber off, turned Comfort off. I got Premier XL. So when I get to the airport, you do it like that. Try to make some money, because for some reason it's not really doing anything. I am getting a ride, so I turned it on just to see if it was still working. I get one to the airport. It's the first thing that pops up. So hey, I'm going to the airport. I don't care if it's an Uber, cause at least I'm gonna get in front of all the other people. So let's see if Fort Lauderdale airport is actually gonna be busy too. That's gonna be a question. And it should be kind of busy. We gotta look at the flight details. So about 6 o'clock. Everything's looking good. We'll have to look when I get there, but it does look busy from the graph. Can't really look because it's still 30 minutes to get there, so all that could change, so it doesn't really matter. At least it shows it's kind of busy. A lot of people are landing. Hopefully everything's not delayed. It's en route, scheduled, they land. But taking this ride, got Uber off. I did leave Comfort on just in case, but I'm shooting for XL or Premier. If a good Comfort one pops up, I'll take it too, because at the end of the day, I gotta start making some money. I want to be patient, but I've been patient for the past hour, driving all the way from Brickell to North Miami, which was just 95, wasn't that far, that long, but not really getting any, even XL or anything. So I wanted to turn Uber on to see if it was working, and first ride I get to the airport, so I had to take it. So let me pick this guy. So I dropped them off. It's like 17 bucks. Now head to the waiting lot, see if I can get a ride. So I made it all the way back to the waiting lot, and it sent me a Comfort ride for $28, but it's all the way to Boca. I'm not staying in Boca. The one time I'm not staying there wants to send me back to that place instead of down south. Any other time it'd send me all the way to Miami or something, but I'm gonna do a U-turn and cut back towards the airport. If it don't send me another ride, I'm going, because I'm not going to Boca. But you can see all the people. I ain't waiting in that waiting lot, man. That shit's crazy. Not waiting in the waiting lot. It's just too many people. Oh, it didn't give me another ride, so I don't really care. I'll go. It gave me one, but I'm not going to Boca. It's just too far from where I'm at. Way too far. So, oh well. It just means it ain't that busy. You got hundreds of people that wait a lot. I'm not waiting. So I'm at like 91.45. I just wasn't going to Boca, not for 30 bucks. If it had been a Premier ride, it'd been like 80, 100 bucks or something, I would have done it. But you're basically giving me $1 a mile to drive way up. I'm gonna spend that money in gas to come back to where I'm staying at. It don't make no sense. Like, most people probably be like, oh, it's 30 bucks. Yeah, but you gotta think about, I gotta come all the way back. That's not worth the gas. I'm not gonna stay up there and work. It's 7 o'clock at night. I'm down here working for a reason. So it's one of them things where it's a pain. It just, I don't know, frustrating sometimes. But hey, it don't matter. Just go back where the money's at and work. Well, I'm gonna leave it on just in case, but I just turned down a road that doesn't even have access. Frustrating. It's all good. It is more money. Like, I had a family and they were in Lauderdale, and they were saying, it's like double the price. I'm like, well, you're supposed to, you probably have more people, which they did. They had like 3-4 kids and 2 adults. You got like 5-6 people. I mean, to make sure you got space, yeah, I mean, it's gonna charge you more. I mean, you're in a vehicle like this, costs more money for gas. So, I mean, it should charge more, but I don't know. That's why it's weird when you get one person to order XL. It must be cheaper though, because sometimes it's probably just Uber's giving them a deal, saying, hey, you can order this one, or so. I don't know how or what, or if they even care. Maybe they don't care. Maybe it's cheaper than Premier. I don't know. I really don't know, but all I know is I'm heading back towards the beaches. Actually, I'm just gonna ride US 1 down, because if I go out to A1A, it's gonna be Uber rides. I don't feel like doing Uber. I just did one and it kind of didn't work out. I mean, it was $1 a mile, but it's 30 miles north, and I have to drive all the way back. It's gonna kill me with gas. I mean, it had to have been a better ride. Like if it had been $50, I'd have done it. If there would have been like a surge or something huge, I'd have done it. But not for $1 a mile, and I guarantee you it's probably longer than 30 miles because Uber likes to shave off 3 or 4 miles, which makes a difference when you're doing a longer trip that's going farther away from wherever you're at. But sometimes too, I think Uber does that on purpose. Like, oh, I know where you're located at, so we're gonna send you this way so that you'll work more in that area and you'll stay working longer. I mean, it could be, honestly, that could be part of it too. I mean, AI ain't stupid. Then again, AI isn't that bright either, because I feel like some of the AI has gotten dumber, but it's probably what it's doing. Like, oh, well, we're gonna keep you working at night. Well, I'm already working at night. I'm trying to make money, Uber. What do you think? But you're gonna give me that ride, so oh well. Now I'm going back empty. You ain't getting, nobody getting a trip. So I got a Premier ride for $11.99. It's better than $8.99, but I had one for $34. It was a match, didn't give it to me. Then I had a comfort ride down to Woodwood, which I'm probably to that EDM festival from over here. It was like $24, or it might have been $30. I think it was like $24, but I get it. It's like I made TikTok. Look, I gotta do a U-turn because of where I'm at going. It plays the match game, and then I'm over in another area. I'm not stopping to turn around and head towards you, and I don't have the ride yet. So when I do it, I gotta go down 2 lights to be able to turn around, and I'm sitting at the light because it's not green. I can't run a red light, and then they cancel on me, and it's like, listen, not every driver's trying to scam you. Like those rides that people try to scam you for a couple bucks, that's like $2. Or you guys been reading Reddit too much, because I don't see how drivers are going to do it. It's not worth it. I'm going to give you the ride. I don't want to cancel. I don't want a cancellation fee, because it's literally, I want to give you a ride because it's way more money than what I'm going to get for that. Even with the Premier ride, it was like $7.18. That's still not worth it. But and nothing I could do. But it's just frustrating because it's like, actually now I was turning around to come get you, and then now you cancel. That's what's frustrating. Before I was just trying to turn around to get to you, and there's nothing I could do about when it gives me the ride and where you're at, because it doesn't give me a ride when it's on the way to you. Uber likes for you to have to wait. I don't. I'm just trying to get to you, but I can't control how long it takes to give me that ride, because Uber plays the games with the matches. Nothing we can do about it. Then it decides to give it to you. I'm over in another direction. I don't even know where the ride's at anyways, and then now I got to do a U-turn. I got to do all the stuff. There's traffic. There's red lights. All this stuff. I can't just magically just turn around and get to you. It's not that easy, and it's frustrating sometimes. So I did it. I got a $60 Premier ride. Saved the night, but got to pick her up, go drop her off. But that's good, man. Made some money, because I was starting to get like, man, but this whole area is where I got it. Well, it's like 11 o'clock. Got some nice little stuff. I was up here earlier today. This is that little mall right there. Made $169 a day, and it took a lot to actually get that. A lot of times I've kind of made it faster. I mean, 8 trips. I did have that last ride was like $60. I had a couple like XLs that popped up afterwards, but they were like $5. It's like doing an XL $5, like when I was, and then trying to hit a Premier. I didn't get really anything on the way back. I had left just Premier on, so. But it's like 11. I gotta check out tomorrow. I gotta check out to 11, but I've been up since like 6. That's my thing, is I get up so early. So it's like by the time I get this time at night, it's like exhausting. And then it's like so hit or miss or whatever. But I made $169. Now, one issue is too, is when I do start going more and doing all this, I'm going to be spending more time in the area, because doing like 3 days at a hotel or 4 days, which I have to go back up there because I have to take the car in. But otherwise, if I'm staying for weeks, it gives me more time to work harder and then have time to kind of get everything situated. Short little stays makes it harder. So I'm going to stay in Palm Beach here soon for like 2 weeks. While I get everything else, still got some things I'm trying to get situated. Once all that's done, I'll be in Atlanta. I'll probably hit Savannah for a day or two. That'll be the last time I really do a short stay in a city. I'm gonna literally have to do like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. One, cause Doing Uber Black is going to take a little bit more. It takes days to get everything situated. It really does. It takes a couple days for the algorithm to kind of recognize me in a new area, even though they switch my city and switch state, all that stuff. Algorithm's kind of slow. You got to start taking rides, and then it slowly kind of builds up, and then you got to learn the areas. So there's a little bit to it. So those first couple days are a little rough. So when you're doing 3-4 days and then trying to move to somewhere else, it makes it harder to kind of make money. And I'm not doing that. I don't have tons of money to just do this like a little, hey, look at this city, it's a vacation, I'm just having a good time. No, I'm trying to work and grind this out. So my original plan of 1 week at a time is not going to work. I'm going to have to do 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe even 4 in some areas, which extends the trip, but it doesn't matter about that. The main thing is trying to figure out a way to where I'm making money to cover the expenses, then I'm making profit to cover my bills, and then I'm making profit on top of that. So I'm trying to figure it all out. That's why I've been doing these same areas, because it's easier to do it somewhere close to know what I got to do, and why I'm still waiting for these few things to get finalized. So get out, make sure it's clean.